Andrew, fascinating work and fascinating connections between what you learned in South Africa and what Flavio presented on within the business world. I mean, just so much to think about there. My head's kind of spinning with ideas. So thank you for that. And so let's move from South Africa to Vietnam and Turkey now, and hear what Mikayla, Deniz, and their team have to share with us. So where Andrew and Flavio talked about going a little over time, but they actually barely did because we started a little later. So if we can keep it to 20 minutes for your group, Mikayla, Deniz, and Ashwini, that'd be great, but we're doing well here. So take it away. Do you need permission to screen share or are you good?
No, we're good. We already asked for it beforehand.
Great.
Okay.
Okay. So hello, everyone. We're gonna present our research about mentoring sources and future planning for students in Turkey and Vietnam. My name is Deniz and I graduated from Penn. Right now I am working as a clinician in a private clinic, and I am from Istanbul, Turkey. The reason why we wanted to start this research is I was very lucky to meet my mentor in a really young age, and she really helped me with my journey of career and possibility exploration. However, the experience of having a mentor might not be common for other students in my country. And after coming to US and joining the Possibility Mentoring Project, I wonder if we can add my country to this network. So we started this project with my friend in our countries to get more information about our settings.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ashwini, and I'm from India. I am a master's student at Penn GSC's International Education Development Program. I became part of this project to get a broader perspective of what students across different countries and cultures are thinking about when they're looking at future planning, so that I could take all those learnings back home to initiate similar conversations there.
So hello everyone, my name is Mido, but you can call me Mikayla, and I'm currently a master's student at Penn GSC in the Human Development Program. I'm from Vietnam, and during my high school years, I was always struggling with the question, what should I do in the future? And then I came into the US during my last year of high school, and I was given an opportunity to take a psychology class. That was my spark. But not many students in Vietnam actually experience that spark. From my personal experience, I was very motivated to find out what would be the best structure to support the students in Vietnam to be more aware of all the possibilities that they can have. So to tell you a little bit more about the context of Vietnamese educational system, schools do prioritize academic achievement over other aspects of development, including identity, skill building, as well as career development. And the public education system has a rigid curriculum where students cannot choose what they want to learn, which really limits the chance for them to explore the interest. And during the last year in high school, the focus is more on getting into a college rather than choosing a major or a career that they want to pursue. And currently, there's also no formal guidance or counseling regarding career decision making. Students are all figuring out this task by themselves. And now I'll turn it to Deniz to talk about Turkey.
Yeah, thank you. So in my country, there is like a similar similar concept too. So academic achievement is really important for Turkish school as well. And career counseling, career development services for young adults, so for students, are relatively a new idea. And like the notion of career exploring, counseling, and interest exploration are some evolving concepts of career development. However, there is no official or formal career counseling services for the students who are in the process of their career decision making.
So given this background, we kept the definition of mentoring pretty broad for our research. We're looking at mentoring as something that is the guidance that students acquire from an experienced source for their career decisions. So since traditional mentoring is not very common in a lot of educational systems across the globe, we're trying to explore what are the alternative means of mentoring that students are employing. And keeping this in mind, we've formulated 3 research questions, which are the first one talks about exploring what are the mentoring sources that Vietnamese and Turkish high school students seek out when they're exploring their future careers. The second one is to understand the challenges that they might face in this process. And the third looks to find out what are the students' opinions and recommendations for the changes they'd like to see in the career support. I'd like to now briefly share about a methodology. We have a sample of 20 students from Vietnam and 11 from Turkey, and they all come from similar middle to high socioeconomic status. While the school in Vietnam, located in Ho Chi Minh City, is a public school, it's also the top ranked high school in the city. And in Turkey, it's located in Istanbul, and it's a top ranked international high school, international private high school. We do want to acknowledge here that these 2 schools are not really representative of the entire education system in the countries, but have proved to be useful for like initial data analysis on this topic. Our data collection took place through semi-structured interviews with the 12th graders in Vietnam and 11th and 12th graders in Turkey. For the data analysis, we employed inductive thematic analysis, which took part in 3 steps. First, we did open coding through the interview transcripts. Then we formulated our own code book, and then that was applied to the rest of the sample data that we had collected.
So what do we find after talking to the students? Some similarities and also differences in how students in Vietnam and Turkey plan for their futures emerged from our data. The initial analysis was 6 interviews from Vietnam and 5 from Turkey suggested the following similarities. So students regard themselves as their role mentors. They use the internet extensively, and they all voice a need for some forms of mentoring or additional support. With that being said, students in each country reported different level of supports from parents, teachers, and school. And students in Vietnam and Turkey also differ in how they explore their career interests and how confident or stressed they feel about their future plans. So now we would like to dive a little bit deeper into some of the similarities by showing you what the students actually said. First, many students in the 2 countries see themselves as the protagonist in the future planning process because others cannot help them that much. Here, a student from Vietnam who shared that he wanted to pursue computer science, but not many people around him, including his parents, know about this a lot. So he was on his own, trying to figure out what does it mean to study in computer science. And now I will invite Aaron, who is a student from Turkey, to explain why he thinks that he is his own mentor.
Hi, I'm from Istanbul, Turkey, and I recently graduated from my high school. So that's why I'm confronting many decisions to make, and I think that self-mentoring could be very important because sometimes it's very different than how you reflect yourself to the outside than your inside, and that's why even educated mentors can know about everything about you, and that's why maybe self-mentoring is one of the best ways to build your career path. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron, for your thoughts. That's really great. We'll move to the next one, similarity.
And okay, so the second theme that we want to share is about exploring the internet as a source. Both of the countries, like the students, they really use internet a lot. And they also mentioned about the current pandemic. And for example, a student in Vietnam, she mentioned I researched about majors on internet such as and job opportunities, and another student in Turkey, she joined some online courses by a foreign zoologist, which is something that she might not join in a in-person world, but she had a chance to explore these opportunities. So they think it's really helpful and they use it a lot for their career decision making and career exploration. And the other one is agreement over the need for mentoring. So both students from both countries, they really said that they really have a need for mentoring. One student in Vietnam, she actually said that what I hope is to be advised directly one-on-one with my teacher, but it's not offered at my school. So she wants like a special treatment from her teachers, and that's really important for her. And another student from Turkey, she said that we all need someone to ask other than our families or friends. We all need a mentor. We all need someone to talk who is not going to judge us. And I think that's super important because students, they see their teachers, they see their families, friends, but they need someone that they can trust and they don't want to be judged. So I think
more sincere and relatable. But of course, because they weren't real mentors with any kind of training, they weren't able to answer all of our questions. In this case, they would either refer us to people who might have further answers or to documents or websites that might contain relevant information. This has saved me, for example, very much time that I would have wasted searching all over the internet. Before concluding, I want to say that, to be honest with you, I believe that this kind of mentorship was much more helpful to me than a paid private mentorship, because the atmosphere was so much friendlier, and it gave me the comfort that I could ask the graduates anything I wanted. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all the students with their insightful thoughts. We really appreciate that. And thank you, Ashwini and Deniz, for this interesting findings. So this is only the beginning. This is a pilot study. We still have a lot of opportunity in research to do. As we discuss the issue about the representativeness of our current sample, we plan to also study how students from other regions, backgrounds in Vietnam and Turkey plan for the future. And we also want to bring the study to other parts of the world, including India, to learn more about the support system in each place. And opinions of teacher and school staff also really matter. And as we move forward into the practical interventions, but we have not had a chance to really explore this perspective. And lastly, in the long run, we want to collect some longitudinal data to examine how early career education can impact students in college adjustment as well as further life trajectory. Specifically in the context of Vietnam, the findings here confirmed my assumption that there's a lack of support for Vietnamese students in their future planning. While it is hard to change the system, the curriculum, what we can do right now is offering students a mentoring program that engaged with students on a personal level. As one student shared with me, not all people think alike. For 34 people in the classroom have 34 different mindsets, desires, and dreams. So we want to create opportunities for them to have the spark and the flow, meaning they engage in their interest, they find what they really want to do, the amazing experience. And the mentoring program can also connect students to reliable sources of information, including alumni expert, like the students share about the college life, the majors that they want, they're thinking of, and what skill set is desirable. And I also want to involve the schools and the teacher to encourage them to be more aware of this, the importance of career decision making, and support the student to reach their best possibilities.
Yeah, and for my setting, just like Mikayla said, we really need to support the students because like career development and guidance is becoming widely accepted into Turkish culture, and the students, they are really aware of what they want, but there is a need for services on how to inform students and support their career decisions making, and how to support their interests and strengths. The greatest challenge for future is the development of specialized programs of training to generate enough qualified practitioners, teachers, and counselors to meet their demands. And we think that the future training programs should be designed to empower students to cope effectively with their career development tasks.
So for India, this research actually comes at a very interesting time. Throughout the process, I've been finding a lot of similarities in what the students in Turkey and Vietnam are saying to what I experienced as a student and a teacher back home in India. Two events have opened up avenues for pushing a reform in career support structures. Primarily the pandemic, which has left a lot of students graduating from high schools without any support or knowledge about colleges and college applications, and they find themselves in a very precarious situation right now. At the same time, a positive side that we've seen is a reform in the national education policy, which was released in 2020. And this policy has highlighted the need for providing career counseling and mentoring for students. So I think the time is ripe for a research that is very focused in the Indian context, and that leads to some policy decisions in this context. Also, I believe currently there's a lot of focus being put on the capacity building for teachers and the administrative officers, especially in the public education system. And I think there's a lot of potential here for an intervention which will build the skills and knowledge of these stakeholders to help them support their students. And lastly, I've been seeing a lot of growth in the use of technology by youth and their startups to explore how they can involve parents and teachers and professional mentors. So this might also benefit from research that might be conducted in the Indian context.
So the last recommendation that we want to put forward to is to create a global network of support in a form of an online platform for all youth around the world, regardless of where they are. As we can see how much students utilize the internet in their career decision making, we want this online resource to guide students to explore their interests and be ready for whichever careers that they want to pursue.
And we come up with this 3-step action plan. So we want to create a future planning database to guide students step by step, and we aim to start early, and we want to create this document, this database, and add videos, activities that they can explore. And for example, the students, they really like to hear from experienced people in their field. So we want to, our second step is going to be inviting specialist experts who can inspire the students. This can be in a concept of a TED Talk, and we can also upload this to our database. And lastly, we inspired this idea from the alumni network in the Turkish school. We want to have a platform that we can create a live chat option, and we aim to connect the students and the mentors where they can talk and chat about their questions, and they can integrate and have a relationship like this. So that was at the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Dr. Nakla, because he was our mentor, and I wanna thank our students who are with us today. They are our heroes, so thank you so much.
Yes. I want to shout out to the Vietnamese students who just finished their college entrance exam today. It was is right now really, uncertain time in Vietnam with, another breakout of COVID. And the students actually did not know whether they could, attend the college entrance exam even like a week ago. So, it was a lot of stress for them. But, good job, and we're proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. And just a wonderful presentation. I know Andrew had a couple of comments to make in his hosting role, and I just want to be as a time check person here. We're supposed to start the next presentation 2 minutes ago, but let's after Andrew's comments take a 5-minute break, and then we'll transition into the CR score presentation.
I just want to say thank you for that phenomenal presentation. That was really fantastic. And to have students to be able to participate today, I think it just really helps, I think, all of us get just a little clearer sense of what we're doing and why we're doing it. And hopefully there's also some questions and ideas that have come up from these sessions on how possibility development can really help a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds in a lot of different ways in different institutional contexts. It can be in schools, it can be in higher education, it can be in the corporate world. These ideas are portable. So just a few quick ideas to sum up. So I think, yeah, we'll take a 5-minute break and then we'll reconvene at 9:19.